In the intricate dance of human interactions, Sigma males attuned to the teachings of Stoicism possess a keen awareness of the critical signs that herald the presence of a threatening individual in their midst. Stoicism, with its emphasis on rationality and virtue, equips these discerning individuals with a heightened sensitivity to subtle cues and behaviors that betray underlying malevolence. For the Sigma male, attaining this level of awareness transcends mere survival instincts. It embodies a commitment to self-preservation and moral integrity. Rooted in the Stoic principle of maintaining inner tranquility amidst external tumult, they cultivate a profound understanding of human nature, a skill sharpened by solitude and introspection. Armed with this clarity of mind, Sigma males navigate social landscapes with astuteness, recognizing warning signs that others might overlook in their pursuit of acceptance or harmony. Stoicism, as their guiding philosophy, instills a disciplined vigilance that enables them to discern between genuine goodwill and concealed threats, fostering a resilience that shields their peace of mind from manipulation or harm. In this Stoic paradigm, identifying threatening individuals becomes not merely a defensive strategy, but a proactive pursuit of wisdom, a testament to the Sigma male's commitment to living authentically and ethically in a world where moral clarity often eludes the superficial and the unexamined. Number 1, manipulation is a subtle but potent force that can sway our decisions and perceptions without us even realizing it. Picture someone in your life who always seems to have the right words at the right time, not just to uplift you but to subtly steer you towards their own agenda. It might begin innocuously with small favors or seemingly harmless suggestions, but over time, these actions weave into every interaction, subtly eroding your ability to make independent choices. Stoic philosophy provides valuable insights into how we can safeguard our autonomy in the face of manipulation. Central to Stoicism is the concept of mastering our own minds and emotions, allowing us to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. A Stoic would counsel us to maintain a detachment from immediate emotional responses. This detachment is not about suppressing emotions but understanding them as signals rather than commands. When we pause and reflect instead of reacting impulsively, we gain clarity to recognize manipulative tactics for what they are: external attempts to influence our internal decisions. This perspective allows us to discern when our emotions are being manipulated, whether through flattery, guilt, or other subtle techniques. By understanding these emotional triggers, we can strengthen our resolve and act in alignment with our own rational judgments. Consider how manipulation makes you feel, perhaps a twinge of guilt, a sense of obligation, or a flattering appeal to your ego. These feelings serve as clues to the manipulator's game plan. Stoicism encourages us not to let these emotions cloud our judgment, but to use them as insights into the methods being employed against us. In doing so, we embody the Stoic ideal of being impervious to external pressures, standing firm as autonomous individuals. Imagine a scenario where someone consistently pulls at your heartstrings, manipulating your emotions to influence your decisions. A manipulator might exploit your empathy or sense of duty to sway you towards their desired outcome. For instance, they might evoke sympathy by highlighting their own hardships or play on your desire to please others by emphasizing how your actions align with their needs. In such situations, Stoic principles guide us to maintain a clear-eyed perspective. We acknowledge our emotional responses but resist being controlled by them. Instead, we assess the situation objectively, considering our values, principles, and long-term goals. By cultivating this introspective awareness, we can sever the manipulative strings that seek to control our actions and reclaim our autonomy. By adopting a Stoic approach, we not only protect ourselves from manipulation but also empower ourselves to live with intention and integrity. We become less susceptible to external influences that seek to bend us to their will, fostering a deeper sense of self-reliance and inner strength. In conclusion, Stoicism teaches us valuable lessons about recognizing and responding to manipulation. It encourages us to cultivate mental resilience, emotional intelligence, and a steadfast commitment to our own principles. By practicing detachment from immediate emotional reactions and embracing introspection, We equip ourselves to navigate relationships and interactions with clarity and authenticity. This approach not only preserves our autonomy but also enhances our ability to lead fulfilling lives guided by our own reasoned judgments. Number 2, emotional manipulation is a sophisticated tactic that often goes unnoticed until its effects are deeply entrenched. Imagine having a friend who always seems to share a sob story just when they need a favor, or a partner who magnifies disappointment whenever you establish boundaries. These maneuvers tug at our insecurities and vulnerabilities, subtly coercing us into actions or emotional responses that benefit the manipulator. Stoic philosophy offers a robust defense against emotional manipulation by emphasizing internal clarity and resilience. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to distinguish between our internal world and external influences. This distinction is crucial when confronting emotional manipulation because it prompts us to scrutinize our reactions. Are our feelings genuine responses to the situation, or have they been strategically elicited by someone else's narrative? Stoics strive for inner harmony and self-mastery, qualities that enable them to resist being swayed by undue emotional appeals. By practicing Stoicism, individuals develop the capacity to discern the origin and authenticity of their emotions. They learn to question whether feelings like guilt or sympathy arise from their own convictions or have been subtly implanted to serve another's agenda. When faced with emotional manipulation, Stoicism encourages individuals to engage reason over immediate emotion. This mental discipline empowers them to navigate emotional waters with clarity and composure. Rather than reacting impulsively, Stoics cultivate a thoughtful approach grounded in reasoned judgment. This shift liberates them from becoming puppets manipulated by others' emotional games. Imagine encountering someone who gradually undermines your relationships and support networks. It could be a partner who subtly suggests that your friends don't truly understand you as they do, or a family member who subtly critiques those closest to you. These insidious tactics aim to isolate you emotionally, making you more reliant on the manipulator for validation and support. Stoic principles equip individuals with the tools to recognize and resist such manipulation. By maintaining internal clarity and resilience, Stoics protect their emotional integrity and uphold healthy relationships based on mutual respect rather than emotional indebtedness. They learn to identify when external influences are attempting to exploit their insecurities or undermine their connections. Central to Stoic teachings is the notion of self-empowerment through understanding and managing one's emotions. It's not about suppressing emotions but understanding their nature and origin. By developing this awareness, individuals can dismantle the subtle influences of emotional manipulation. They become less susceptible to guilt trips, gaslighting, or emotional blackmail, fostering relationships built on genuine trust and mutual support. Embracing Stoic philosophy isn't just about self-protection, it's about fostering a life where emotional integrity is cherished and relationships thrive authentically. It encourages individuals to cultivate inner strength and autonomy, enabling them to navigate interpersonal dynamics with wisdom and resilience. In conclusion, Stoicism offers a timeless antidote to emotional manipulation by advocating for introspection, reason, and emotional clarity. By practicing Stoic principles, individuals can fortify themselves against external pressures that seek to manipulate their emotions or decisions. This philosophy empowers individuals to maintain integrity in their emotional responses, fostering relationships rooted in honesty and mutual understanding. Number 3, when we encounter signs suggesting someone may be planting seeds of doubt about their intentions, it's crucial to recognize the subtlety of such manipulation. Often, these actions are veiled under the guise of concern or affection, making them particularly insidious and difficult to confront directly. Stoic philosophy offers valuable insights into how we should approach relationships and assess the authenticity of others' intentions. From a Stoic perspective, community and support systems serve as external reflections of our internal values and judgments. Stoics emphasize that true independence does not equate to isolation but rather involves choosing relationships that genuinely support and enrich our lives. isolation tactics, where individuals encourage us to sever these supportive connections, pose a threat to our moral judgment and inner peace. Stoics caution against anyone who advises us to distance ourselves from those who uphold our values, as it may indicate an attempt to exert control rather than acting in our best interest. Stoicism encourages us to evaluate relationships deeply, considering whether advice to isolate is truly beneficial or driven by ulterior motives. Maintaining and strengthening bonds with others is seen as essential for well-being and resilience. By nurturing these connections, we affirm our commitment to living in alignment with our values and resist manipulative attempts to isolate us. If faced with pressure to distance ourselves from trusted relationships, Stoic teachings advise us to pause and consult our inner compass. This introspection isn't about defiance, but about safeguarding our freedom to choose our companions and influences wisely. It underscores our right to protect our social nature while upholding Stoic principles of integrity and discernment. Consider the scenario where someone's words and actions exhibit inconsistency, today supportive and tomorrow distant or dismissive without apparent reason. Such behavior can sow confusion and doubt, undermining trust and stability in relationships. Stoicism teaches us to navigate these situations with clarity and resilience, relying on our capacity to discern genuine support from manipulative tactics. In conclusion, Stoic philosophy offers a framework for understanding and navigating complex social dynamics. It encourages us to prioritize relationships that uphold our values and nurture our well-being, while remaining vigilant against attempts to undermine our autonomy through isolation tactics. By embracing Stoic principles of integrity, discernment, and community, we empower ourselves to cultivate meaningful connections and lead lives guided by inner strength and moral clarity. Number 4, deliberate unpredictability can be akin to navigating shifting sands, leaving one perpetually off balance and unsure. It's a tactic often employed by manipulative individuals to keep others uncertain and pliable. Stoics, who value internal consistency as a virtue, find such behavior troubling. To them, aligning thoughts, words, and actions is crucial for integrity. When faced with inconsistency in others, Stoics advocate for reflective observation rather than immediate reaction. This approach preserves inner equilibrium and allows for a thoughtful assessment of whether the inconsistencies stem from mere human imperfections or a more sinister agenda. In the Stoic tradition, the focus remains on what one can control, their own responses and decisions. While external behaviors may fluctuate beyond one's influence, maintaining personal principles and dignity is paramount. Recognizing manipulative tactics empowers individuals to resist being drawn into games of control. They can choose to confront such behavior directly, establish firm boundaries, or even distance themselves if necessary. Stoic wisdom encourages a steadfast commitment to honesty and integrity, even in the face of external turmoil. Understanding the implications of inconsistency in actions and words is pivotal. It serves as a warning signal, prompting careful consideration rather than hasty judgment. By adhering to Stoic principles, individuals can navigate interpersonal challenges with clarity and resilience. This approach fosters a balanced perspective, enabling decisions that prioritize well-being while upholding values. Ultimately, Stoicism offers a framework for confronting manipulative behavior with strength and integrity, safeguarding one's sense of self amidst external uncertainties. Number 5, individuals who exhibit a pervasive sense of self-importance, often overshadowing the needs and perspectives of others, can display traits such as lack of empathy, entitlement, and a disregard for others' feelings. Picture someone in your life whose relentless craving for admiration and attention dominates interactions, revolving around their achievements, desires, or problems, rarely acknowledging yours unless it serves their agenda. In contrast, Stoicism offers a profound antidote to such narcissistic tendencies. Stoics advocate for self-awareness and self-control as the foundation for harmonious community living. They uphold that genuine self-esteem arises from aligning actions with moral virtues, not from seeking external validation. For For those grappling with narcissistic individuals, Stoicism provides a roadmap rooted in wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. It encourages understanding the root causes behind narcissistic behaviors, often stemming from deep-seated insecurity masked by outward bravado. This perspective fosters empathy and patience in responses, acknowledging that such behavior is ultimately self-destructive. Moreover, Stoicism underscores the importance of safeguarding one's inner peace and moral integrity. This necessitates setting boundaries with individuals who consistently exhibit narcissistic traits. It's not about punitive measures or spiteful distancing, but about prioritizing personal well-being in the face of emotionally draining or manipulative behavior. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches detachment from the futile desire to change others. Instead, it emphasizes focusing on one's own responses within the realm of personal control. This approach advocates for calm and composed reactions, grounded in a clear understanding of one's values and principles. Above all, Stoicism reassures individuals that their worth isn't contingent upon how they are treated by those with narcissistic traits. True worth derives from the ability to live authentically according to one's own moral compass, irrespective of external validations or criticisms. In practice, embracing Stoic principles means cultivating resilience against the destabilizing effects of narcissistic behavior. It involves navigating interactions with a steady demeanor, refusing to be swayed by manipulative tactics or emotional turbulence. Stoicism invites individuals to uphold their dignity and integrity, even in challenging interpersonal dynamics, recognizing that inner strength arises from aligning actions with virtues rather than succumbing to external pressures. Ultimately, Stoicism serves as a guiding philosophy for maintaining equilibrium amidst narcissistic tendencies. It advocates for a balanced approach where empathy and self-protection coexist harmoniously. By fostering self-awareness, reinforcing moral virtues, and prioritizing inner peace, Stoicism empowers individuals to navigate relationships with clarity and resilience, regardless of the behavior exhibited by others. Number 6, dealing with aggression, whether verbal or physical, can be deeply unsettling and challenging. Imagine encountering someone who uses their anger as a tool, raising their voice, interrupting conversations, or even resorting to physical intimidation. Such behavior creates an atmosphere where every interaction feels like navigating a minefield, unsure of what might trigger the next outburst. From a Stoic perspective, aggression is viewed as a fundamental disruption of rational and social harmony. Stoicism teaches that true strength lies not in overpowering others, but in maintaining self-control and rationality. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, emphasized that retaliation or mirroring the aggressor's behavior only perpetuates the cycle of harm. Instead, Stoics advocate for maintaining composure and responding with reason, even in the face of provocation. The Stoic approach to dealing with aggression is grounded in principles of inner peace and ethical conduct. It encourages individuals to uphold their integrity and protect their emotional well-being without succumbing to the aggression of others. This stance is not about passive acceptance, but about choosing deliberate responses that uphold personal dignity and harmony. When faced with verbal aggression, Stoicism teaches individuals to practice compassionate detachment. This involves disengaging from interactions that escalate conflict and choosing not to feed into the aggressor's need for confrontation. By remaining calm and composed, Stoics aim to diffuse tension and prevent the situation from escalating further. In situations where physical aggression poses a threat to safety, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of prioritizing personal security while making rational decisions. This may involve removing oneself from the immediate danger, seeking assistance from authorities, or taking necessary precautions to ensure physical safety. Furthermore, Stoicism encourages individuals to distinguish between what is within their control and what is not. While one cannot control another person's aggressive behavior, Stoics emphasize autonomy over their own reactions and responses. This philosophical stance empowers individuals to choose how they engage with aggressive individuals, aiming to minimize harm while maintaining personal integrity. A crucial aspect of Stoic philosophy in dealing with aggression is the cultivation of resilience and emotional strength. By practicing Stoic principles such as mindfulness, self-discipline, and ethical reasoning, individuals can navigate challenging interpersonal dynamics with clarity and integrity. Stoicism teaches that by focusing on virtuous actions and maintaining inner tranquility, individuals can transcend the turmoil created by aggressive behavior. Moreover, Stoics advocate for empathy and understanding even towards those who exhibit aggression. Recognizing that aggressive behavior often stems from inner turmoil or insecurity, Stoics approach interactions with a compassionate yet firm demeanor. This approach not only preserves personal well-being but also fosters a constructive environment where conflicts can be addressed with reason and empathy. In essence, adopting a Stoic approach to dealing with aggression equips individuals with practical tools for maintaining emotional resilience and ethical conduct. It empowers individuals to respond to aggression with clarity and composure, safeguarding their inner peace while upholding principles of dignity and respect. By cultivating self-control and rationality, Stoicism offers a timeless philosophy for navigating complex interpersonal dynamics and promoting harmony in relationships. Number 7. When confronted with hostility, Stoicism diverges from mirroring aggression. Instead, it prompts reflection on the underlying triggers of such behavior, often rooted in deep-seated fear, insecurity, or pain. Understanding these motivations can evoke a sense of pity rather than anger towards the aggressor, portraying them as individuals grappling with emotional turmoil. While this perspective doesn't excuse their actions, it enables a balanced response that minimizes emotional impact. Stoicism advocates a nuanced approach to managing aggression, emphasizing empathy, strategic disengagement, and assertive boundary setting. By comprehending the driving forces behind aggressive behavior, individuals can navigate interactions with clarity and resilience. This philosophical framework fosters environments where rational and respectful exchanges prevail, thereby mitigating the prevalence of aggression in personal interactions. Consider individuals who consistently adopt a victim mentality, perpetually positioning themselves as wronged parties, regardless of circumstances. This behavior isn't merely a quest for sympathy, it's a strategic maneuver that manipulates perceptions, making it challenging to address without being cast as the aggressor. They deflect accountability, constructing a narrative where they are perennially victimized, shielding themselves from introspection and growth. Stoicism provides a deliberate strategy for handling such scenarios. It teaches that external events do not inherently harm us, rather, our interpretations and responses to these events dictate our emotional state. This philosophy encourages delving beneath surface appearances to grasp the underlying motivations driving someone's victim mentality. Often it stems from an aversion to accepting responsibility or confronting personal limitations. A Stoic approach involves acknowledging the perceived challenges faced by the individual while maintaining clear personal boundaries. It entails recognizing the manipulative tactics employed to evade accountability and perpetuate a victim narrative. By maintaining composure and steadfastness in the face of such dynamics, Stoicism enables individuals to uphold their integrity without succumbing to emotional manipulation. Furthermore, Stoicism urges individuals to cultivate resilience against external influences that seek to undermine their peace of mind. It encourages a mindset where personal growth and moral clarity take precedence over reacting impulsively to provocations. By internalizing Stoic principles, individuals equip themselves with the tools to navigate complex interpersonal dynamics with wisdom and fortitude. In practice, applying Stoic teachings involves fostering an environment where rational discourse and mutual respect prevail. It entails discerning when to disengage from unproductive interactions while affirming personal boundaries with clarity and assertiveness. This approach not only safeguards emotional well-being, but also promotes constructive dialogue where genuine understanding can emerge. Ultimately, Stoicism empowers individuals to transcend the immediate challenges posed by manipulative behaviors and victim mentalities. It advocates for a principled stance grounded in self-awareness and moral virtue, fostering environments where integrity and rationality guide interactions. By embracing Stoic principles, individuals cultivate resilience, navigate adversity with grace, and contribute to the cultivation of harmonious relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Number 8, navigating the complex terrain between empathy and enabling is crucial when dealing with individuals who possess a superiority complex, a mindset where they consistently view themselves as superior, smarter, or more important than others. This attitude often manifests as disdain towards those they perceive as inferior, creating a divisive atmosphere that impedes genuine connection and mutual respect. Stoicism, with its emphasis on truth, honesty, and the virtue of humility, provides invaluable guidance in addressing this trait. Stoics assert that true superiority lies not in social status or material wealth, but in moral virtue and wisdom. This philosophical perspective encourages viewing all individuals as equals in terms of moral worth, fostering an environment where humility and respect form the foundation of interactions. Individuals exhibiting a superiority complex often expect special treatment and may react indignantly if they feel their perceived status isn't acknowledged. Stoicism offers insights into managing such dynamics by emphasizing the importance of maintaining personal integrity and moral clarity. It teaches that our actions should be grounded in principles rather than reactive responses to manipulative behaviors. When confronted with someone who exudes superiority, Stoicism advocates for offering empathy without becoming ensnared in their narrative. This means extending support while also encouraging accountability. Creating an environment where constructive feedback can be exchanged openly fosters growth and encourages individuals to view situations objectively, moving away from a mindset rooted in perceived superiority. Central to Stoic teachings is the notion of responsibility for one's own mental peace. When engaging with individuals exhibiting a superiority complex, it's vital to safeguard one's well-being by not allowing their perspective to distort reality. Stoics emphasize the importance of remaining steadfast in convictions and values, ensuring that interactions are guided by integrity rather than emotional manipulation. Moreover, Stoicism teaches the delicate balance between compassion and detachment. By offering assistance without being drawn into emotional turmoil, individuals can promote healthier dynamics that encourage personal responsibility and growth. This approach benefits both parties involved, fostering a respectful exchange where genuine understanding can thrive. Dealing with a superiority complex through a Stoic lens underscores the value of promoting humility and recognizing the inherent worth of every individual. It encourages individuals to transcend ego-driven behaviors and embrace a mindset focused on genuine connection and mutual respect. Stoicism challenges us to confront the divisive nature of superiority complexes by fostering environments where humility, wisdom, and moral virtue prevail. In practice, applying Stoic principles involves cultivating self-awareness and resilience in interactions with individuals who display superiority. It entails offering support while maintaining boundaries that protect one's own well-being and integrity. By adhering to Stoic values of honesty and humility, individuals can guide others towards a more balanced perspective, rooted in mutual respect and understanding. Ultimately, Stoicism equips individuals with the tools to navigate interpersonal dynamics with clarity and compassion. It encourages a commitment to truth and virtue, enabling individuals to transcend the pitfalls of superiority complexes and foster relationships based on equality and moral integrity. Embracing Stoic principles and addressing such traits fosters environments where personal growth and harmonious interactions thrive, enriching both individual lives and collective communities. Number 9, dealing with individuals who exhibit a superiority complex can be challenging, especially when their behavior stems from a deep-seated need for validation or control. Picture someone who consistently asserts their superiority, whether through overt arrogance or subtle condescension, making interactions feel like navigating a minefield of ego battles. From a Stoic perspective, encountering someone with a superiority complex calls for a disciplined approach rooted in self-awareness and ethical conduct. Stoicism teaches us not to take such behavior personally, but rather to view it as a manifestation of the other person's inner turmoil or insecurities. By maintaining composure and refusing to engage in power struggles, Stoics aim to foster a more balanced and respectful interaction. Central to Stoic philosophy is the principle of focusing on self-improvement rather than diminishing others to bolster one's own ego. When confronted with someone's need to assert superiority, Stoics see an opportunity to practice patience, understanding, and perhaps even gently challenge their views in a respectful manner. This approach is grounded in the belief that leading by example, demonstrating calmness, humility, and ethical integrity can often influence others more profoundly than confrontational tactics. Moreover, Stoicism encourages individuals to anchor their self-worth in moral values and intrinsic qualities rather than external achievements or comparative metrics. By embracing this perspective, Stoics maintain a sense of inner peace and stability, unaffected by the fluctuations of others' egos or the allure of material success. This steadfastness serves as a subtle yet enduring example to those who feel compelled to assert dominance through less constructive means. In practical terms, navigating interactions with individuals harboring a superiority complex requires discernment and emotional resilience. Stoics advocate for a measured response that prioritizes mutual respect and understanding, even in the face of challenging behaviors. Rather than reacting impulsively or defensively, Stoics strive to cultivate empathy and seek common ground, fostering a more inclusive and harmonious environment. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches the importance of recognizing the transient nature of external achievements in societal hierarchies. Individuals who derive their self-worth solely from comparative success or material possessions often find themselves trapped in a cycle of envy and discontent. Stoics, on the other hand, find fulfillment in continuous self-improvement and cultivating meaningful connections within the human community. When confronted with envy or jealousy from others, Stoics practice gratitude and contentment with what they have achieved through their own efforts. This mindset enables them to navigate competitive environments with grace and integrity, refusing to participate in destructive behaviors that undermine personal or collective well-being. Ultimately, the Stoic approach to dealing with superiority complexes aligns with principles of virtue, resilience, and ethical conduct. By remaining steadfast in their values and focused on internal growth, Stoics exemplify a path to personal fulfillment that transcends the need for external validation or dominance. This philosophy not only promotes individual well-being, but also contributes to creating a more harmonious and compassionate society where each person's unique contributions are valued and respected. Number 10, from a Stoic perspective, jealousy and envy are not merely damaging to relationships, but also erode the inner peace of the individuals who harbor these emotions. Stoicism views jealousy and envy as irrational and self-destructive, rooted in misplaced values. Stoics teach that true contentment should derive from within, based on our virtues and our control over our own actions, rather than external circumstances or comparisons with others. The good life, according to Stoicism, hinges on our internal moral state rather than on possessions or social status. When faced with feelings of jealousy or envy, a Stoic approach encourages a shift in focus towards gratitude and the cultivation of personal excellence. Instead of fixating on what others have, Stoics advise appreciating one's own possessions and working diligently on self-improvement. This aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on what is within our control, rather than expending energy on what is beyond our reach or irrelevant to our moral development. In dealing with individuals who exhibit jealousy or envy, Stoicism emphasizes responding with empathy and understanding. These emotions often stem from insecurity or dissatisfaction with one's own life. By embodying generosity and non-competitiveness, Stoics believe we can potentially inspire others to reflect on their attitudes and reconsider their approach to happiness. Moreover, Stoicism guides us to protect ourselves from being influenced by the jealous or envious behaviors of others. It teaches resilience, enabling us to remain steadfast on our own path of personal growth and development. This not only fosters a healthy self-image, but also promotes a supportive and less competitive community environment. Handling jealousy and envy with Stoic wisdom involves turning inward to focus on our virtues and outward with compassion and understanding. This approach helps mitigate the harmful impacts of such emotions and fosters an environment where individuals are encouraged to flourish without the constraints of comparison and resentment. Imagine encountering someone who struggles to connect with or understand the emotions of others. They might dismiss feelings as irrelevant, overlook emotional distress, or prioritize logic and their own needs over empathy. This lack of empathy not only complicates meaningful relationships, but also contributes to a cold and isolating environment for everyone involved. Contrary to common misconceptions, Stoicism offers a valuable perspective on empathy. Stoics strive for a rational understanding of human nature and emotions, promoting a compassionate response to the suffering of others. They emphasize the importance of community and mutual support, recognizing that the well-being of others directly impacts our own. In addressing a lack of empathy through a Stoic lens, individuals are encouraged to cultivate their ability to understand and share the feelings of others through rational comprehension rather than emotional contagion. Stoics practice prososche, or attentive awareness, which involves mindful consideration of our thoughts, reactions, and the emotional needs of those around us. When encountering someone lacking empathy, Stoicism teaches leading by example. By demonstrating empathy ourselves through active listening, validating feelings, and offering genuine support, we can potentially inspire empathy in others. This aligns with the Stoic concept of sympathia, mutual interdependence, which underscores the idea that strengthening emotional understanding contributes to a more harmonious community. Furthermore, Stoicism advises patience and non-judgment towards those who struggle with empathy. Rather than condemning their emotional responses, Stoics advocate for providing an example of compassionate rationality, illustrating the benefits of emotional connection without imposing change. In conclusion, Stoicism offers profound insights into navigating complex human behaviors such as jealousy, envy, and lack of empathy. By embracing Stoic principles of self-awareness, resilience, and compassion, individuals can foster environments where personal growth, integrity, and harmonious relationships thrive. Through continuous practice and understanding, Stoicism encourages a life of virtue and tranquility, transforming challenges into opportunities for personal development and enriching communal bonds. Number 11, in the realm of human behavior, few traits can be as disruptive as chronic pessimism and cynicism. These attitudes not only undermine personal well-being but also cast a shadow over relationships and communities. From a Stoic perspective, pessimism and cynicism are viewed as counterproductive and detrimental to both the individual harboring these feelings and those around them. Stoicism teaches that our perceptions and interpretations of events shape our emotional responses and, consequently, our overall well-being. Pessimism and cynicism often stem from a distorted view of reality, where individuals anticipate negative outcomes or harbor distrust towards others. These attitudes can breed a sense of hopelessness, leading to withdrawal from social interactions and a diminished sense of personal agency. Central to Stoic philosophy is the concept of focusing on what is within our control. While external circumstances may be challenging or uncertain, Stoicism advocates for cultivating resilience and inner strength through rational thought and moral virtue. Rather than succumbing to pessimism or cynicism, Stoics encourage individuals to maintain a sense of perspective and objectivity, recognizing that adversity is an inevitable part of life, but need not dictate our emotional state. When confronted with chronic pessimism and cynicism in others, Stoicism promotes empathy and understanding. These attitudes often arise from past experiences of disappointment, betrayal, or loss, which color one's perception of present and future events. By approaching individuals with compassion and patience, Stoics seek to foster a supportive environment where constructive dialogue and mutual trust can flourish. Moreover, Stoicism advises against allowing oneself to be swayed by the negative outlook of others. It emphasizes the importance of maintaining one's own mental clarity and moral integrity in the face of pessimistic or cynical attitudes. This involves setting boundaries while remaining open to empathetic communication, striving to influence others positively through exemplifying rationality and resilience. Handling chronic pessimism and cynicism with Stoic wisdom also entails cultivating a mindset of gratitude and proactive problem-solving. Stoics advocate for focusing on what can be learned from challenges and how they can be opportunities for growth, rather than obstacles. By fostering a sense of agency and optimism grounded in virtue, individuals can mitigate the impact of pessimism and cynicism on their own lives and those around them. Imagine encountering someone who habitually views situations through a lens of pessimism, expecting the worst outcomes regardless of evidence to the contrary. Such individuals may express cynicism towards the intentions of others, doubting sincerity or dismissing positive developments as fleeting or illusory. This outlook not only undermines personal relationships, but also creates a climate of distrust and disengagement within communities. Stoicism offers a transformative approach to addressing chronic pessimism and cynicism by promoting a shift in perspective and fostering resilience. Stoics teach that by acknowledging the limitations of pessimistic thinking and cultivating a mindset of rational optimism, individuals can reclaim agency over their emotional responses and contribute positively to their surroundings. In practice, applying Stoic principles involves practicing mindfulness of thought and emotion, actively challenging pessimistic assumptions, and reframing situations through a lens of objectivity and rationality. By cultivating inner peace and moral clarity, individuals can navigate the complexities of human interaction with grace and resilience, fostering environments where optimism, trust, and genuine connection can thrive. Ultimately, Stoicism offers a path towards overcoming chronic pessimism and cynicism by empowering individuals to cultivate virtues such as courage, wisdom, and temperance. Through dedicated practice and a commitment to self-improvement, individuals can transform negative attitudes into opportunities for personal growth and contribute to the creation of harmonious and supportive communities based on mutual respect and understanding. Thank you for your attention. You can now become a member of the channel by clicking the join button under this video.